We all have a comfort watch, a film that we turn to when we feel like the world is ending and everything is lost and nobody loves us. And for me, for the last 2 decades, exactly on the dot, it has been the 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice by Joe Wright. And it stars the most amazing people. It's got Keira Knightley and Matthew Macfadyen and Rosamund Pike and Carey Mulligan. All of these people went on to have fabulous careers, and you can see it in the magic of their chemistry as they're making this film. And I want to talk about the reasons why 20 years later millions of people still return to this film when they're feeling completely down and find themselves feeling so much better. The first reason is that the family, which is the heart of the film, is completely delightful. Yes, they fight and they are quirky, and Lydia is preposterous and she escapes and she's always out to something, but you get a feeling that even within their variations in temper and knowledge and sincerity, they adore each other and they will do anything for each other. And you can feel it in the way that they speak and how the lines are delivered and their amazing meals that they have that look so delicious and fabulous. And having that sense that these people who are so different and who have such different values and goals and ways of being in the world can all live in this one place and adore each other is exceedingly comforting, because most families are like this one, right? You have all these variations in the people who inhabit them, and it's a really complex dance to figure out how to make it work. And at the heart of all of that, we have Jane and Elizabeth, and the way that Keira Knightley and Rosamund Pike portray them together is so beautiful and loving, and they're so clearly different, but they really come together and support each other even as everybody else is a little nuts and misbehaving, in a way that we all wish we had a Jane, and that we could be under the sheets with her, telling her all of our sorrows and that she'd understand. And that film brings us that. It brings Jane Bennet into our lives. A second reason why the 2005 Pride and Prejudice is the ultimate comfort adaptation of Jane Austen is that it takes the Regency period, which was one of the most uptight periods in history of anywhere, with their corsets and all of these things that make life so complicated, and stiff upper lip and all those things, and it relaxes it. We still get the glamour and the dresses and all of those things and the hair, but for most of the time where we're in this world that Jane Austen and Joe Wright have created, the clothes are messy, the hems are dirty, the hair is it's okay, but loose sometimes up. There's walks through the woods. The house is a bit of a disaster, and it's big and unwieldy. And having a sense that one could have lived in that period, which in our imagination is, again, deeply uptight, and still managed to weave a life that was a little crazy, a little delightful, a little messy, is like a perfect combination of the two dreams that we have of that period. And of course, any historical adaptation is going to be a dream, right? We're imagining what it would feel like with experts who've looked at it, but at the end of the day, it's our imagination. And the balance between the two in this film is absolutely perfect for feeling like one could enjoy all the romance of the era without being in corsets all the time. So that means one could enjoy it and be able to breathe. Another reason why the Joe Wright adaptation of Pride and Prejudice is so powerful is that he managed to capture the most spectacular version of England that you can possibly imagine. The landscapes are so stunning and green and full of flowers and crooked trees, and he, of course, in this world, I would say that 85% of your waking hours is the golden hour, right? The light is perfect and everything looks absolutely beautiful, which of course, one of the critiques, by the way, of this film when it first came out is that Elizabeth Bennet is supposed to be second in beauty to Jane, her sister, and that Keira Knightley could be second in beauty to no one. So they were like, yeah, okay, it's a great adaptation, but why did they pick somebody so beautiful to play Elizabeth Bennet when we're supposed to see her more as somebody who gets by through her wits as opposed to just being absolutely stunning. And okay, fine, it's a good critique. Rosamund Pike is exceedingly beautiful and angelic as well. They have very different beauties, but the way in which this Elizabeth Bennet inhabits this enchanted magic hour world does add to the pleasures of the film, as does the fact that Matthew Macfadyen is a very dashing Mr. Darcy, right? You're like, oh, this is the guy that I would love to spend my life with, and you believe him that he will look after her. And the last reason why I always turn to this Pride and Prejudice adaptation when I need to feel supported and like things will work out is because you do believe when you watch this film that these characters, these two couples, will be happy. The way that the story has been built and the way that it's been filmed and the way that it's been acted, it's impossible not to imagine that the Bennet sisters will be happy for the rest of their lives. And who doesn't want that when you're looking for comfort? So there you go. If you are feeling down, please go and watch this film, or rewatch it, or rewatch it, or rewatch it, because heaven knows, I don't know how many times I've seen it, and you always find something new or are exceedingly delighted in running into the old things that you've loved so much for so long. If you disagree with me and you think there's a more comforting film out there or a better Jane Austen adaptation, I would love to know. Let me know your thoughts, and please subscribe and share, and let's talk Austen and feeling better.